The thing I've realised is this. People are absolutely hell-bent on making sure you're part of a problem, even when you don't want to be part of their problem or the problem. They'll drag you in by your ankles if they have to. And if you refuse, if you say no, if you dare say no, how dare you? No thanks. I'm not interested in your drama. Now you're the problem. Congratulations. You've won the prize of people's projections. This goes back to Ireland with Adam. Remember that man, Adam? What I learned there is very simple. You cannot judge people. None of us can. We haven't got the right, but everyone thinks they've got the divine right to judge everyone else. It's always the same tune. He's a cunt. She's a wanker. He's done this to me. She's done that to me. What you're really saying is, I feel hurt. I feel aggrieved. I feel wronged. And fair enough. You probably were. And you are. Something bad happened though. And you feel it. Good. That means you're human. Nothing, no different there. But here's the kicker. Just because someone hurt you, that doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't make them the devil. It doesn't make them inherently bad. It just means they were surviving. Sometimes badly, sometimes messily, but surviving. And everyone is surviving. And if you think you're above that, you're deluded. We're all humans, tiny gods walking around in a badly fitted Primark costumes, pretending that we've got the answers, but here's where it gets funny, really funny. People cannot stand it if you refuse to play the game. They want to argue, to blame, to point the finger and say, it's him, it's her, it's fucking Michael, it's whoever. They need a villain. They need the baddie in the pantomime. But I don't play that game. Not me, no way, no son, no. That's what they couldn't handle. They couldn't handle me saying, I'm not playing, I'm not stepping out there. And here's the thing that they call weak. Yeah? They call it cowardly. No, it's not. It's the opposite. It takes strength. It takes bravery. It's easy to join the mob. It's easy to scream abuse, and it's easy to just blame the scapegoat. It's hard to stand there, arms folded, saying, nah, mate, I'm not getting my hands on your shit. And when you do, they're jealous because secretly they wish they could do that. But they wish that they could do what you're doing. Stand there, refuse to take the bait, keep moving forward while they're stuck in their endless cycle of bitterness. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. And it's a bit like EastEnders, but this is real. EastEnders isn't real, right? We're going to call these people, we'll call them Richard, Claire, and Alan. Yeah? And because they've had a falling out, Alan, apparently, and I'm there, Alan, apparently I have to fall out with Alan because like hatred is contagious, like it's COVID. Don't sit near him. He's got Alanitis. No thanks. I'll make my own choices. And what I see, if I'm brutally honest, is Claire trying to isolate Richard to make sure that he's only got her because God forbid he has anyone else to lean on, anyone else to talk to. That's not love. And what they've got is not love. That's control. And she dresses it up as concern, as loyalty, as possession. But it's not her possession. She moans about Alan. She gives Richard things. Richard gives Alan things. Why? Because he wants it. He wants to look after the kids, the grandchildren. She moans that Alan's being rude to Richard, and yet, let's be real, she's not exactly treated Richard like a saint herself, has she? She's treated him badly. She's treated him just as badly, if not worse. Richard is running around after her children. The only difference, Alan didn't stroke her ego. And that's the bit no one wants to say out loud. Half of these fallouts aren't about principle. They're about bruised egos and misplaced entitlement. Why is he giving him something and not me? Why is he talking to him and not talking to me? It's schoolyard politics with adult bitterness. And then, of course, she points the finger at Alan being rude. Fair enough. He can be blunt, dismissive, lost in his own head. But guess what? So can the rest of us. Are we going to crucify someone for being in a bad mood now? Really? If that's the bar, then none of us are safe. Meanwhile, here's the irony. She's happy enough to overlook things far, far, far worse. Her daughter sleeps with the lodger, gets an STI, still in recovery months later. Is the lodger thrown out? No. Still got the Sky remote in his hand. Personally, I'd have had him out the door before he'd zipped his trousers up. But hey, what do I know? Then the daughter gets a new boyfriend, and guess what? Abusive. Red flags everywhere. I point it out, tell them straight. They don't want to hear it. They're fine with it. They'd rather look the other way and it's not just weakness, it's neglect. That's how you sacrifice kids, on the altar of your own denial. And while all this is going on, Alan's ex is with a bloke who's battering her, beating her to a pulp, hospital visits, kids in the middle of it all, and she chooses him over the children. That's just not healthy. That's just not, that's very unhealthy. And it's catastrophic parenting. But sure, let's all focus on Alan being a bit rude at the dinner table, because that's obviously the real problem here. Where it comes to this stupid circus, it's like this, Alan's ex-partner's boyfriend, let's call him Ryland, shall we? Ryland, let's not forget, he's beaten this ex-girlfriend to a pulp multiple times, hospitalized her, sold her drugs, got violent with her, written across his record like graffiti is black markers, yet somehow in Claire's eyes, Ryland is better than Alan. Excuse me, what planet are we on? Where is the logic? That's lunacy. So I had to move out, because too much negativity, too much hypocrisy, too much contradiction, because here's the dirty truth. The war never ends. If it's not mum and dad fighting, it's going to be dad and granddad, or mum and granddad, or the kids still end up in the crossfire. And then they turn around and ask me, what's the common denominator here? They would say it's Alan. Wrong. The common denominator here is them. The constant blame, the constant hatred, the refusal to think logically. They create the argument, and then when you hold up the mirror, they can't face it. Because deep down, it's not about Alan at all. It's about their need for someone to hate, their need for control, their inability to face their own failures. But here's my philosophy. You don't have to drink their poison. You don't have to join in their mob. If someone insists on carrying bitterness in their veins, let them. Just don't inject it into yours. So when people ask me, isn't it child focused to fight for this? Isn't it in children's best interests? I laugh. Child focused. You've already drowned in the kids' trauma. You've already drowned those kids in trauma. Handing them the snorkel now, that's your idea of child focused. And that's why I walk away. Because walking away isn't weakness, it's strength. It's clarity, and it's saying, I refuse to play your stupid game. I choose peace over poison, and that's what they can't stand. It's not Alan's fault. It's not my decisions. But the fact that I refuse to hate them with them, and I refuse to hate them still, and once you stop playing, they can't catch you. That's the ultimate stoic truth, that is. The mob only wins if you join it. And that's the other thing. They're treating me like I've done something wrong. All I did was move out. I made my own choice, put my boundaries in place. Yet they're upset with me for that, making out that I've done something wrong. You're choosing Alan over us. You're choosing Alan over us. I'm not choosing anyone. Make sure I cut that bit out. Says my rant again. If that can make sense to anybody, if that makes sense to anybody, if anyone else is going through anything similar, let me know. Because it's a bit fucking stupid, isn't it? Or is that just me? Is it just me? Maybe I'm the anomaly here.